everyone, welcome back to Teenager Therapy. I'm Gael.
I'm Thomas.
I'm Kayla.
And welcome back to another episode. We have
What
video
up, what
now.
up?
Hi.
Let's go. This sudden burst of energy.
For real.
I'm feeling good. I've
That's
had a very
so
stressful week.
good.
The week is over.
Oh, wow.
The
yeah.
weekend is here. And I'm here for it.
We're ready to live it up.
Yeah.
And the weather has been really nice lately.
It's going to get really cold this
Spring
week.
is
though.
coming.
Really?
Yeah, it's going to be like 65.
Are you
Wait, what?
serious?
This week, it's going to be like 65, 64,
Really?
63.
I
Yeah.
That's
like
fucked up.
77. Just now.
I know. And that's California winter.
I don't know.
Do you guys like us? Be honest.
Oh,
Let's get right into it.
yeah.
Sometimes we feel unlikable. Sometimes we feel likable. I feel like our perception of ourselves is really warped. It's very warped. Do you guys think you're a likable person?
I have built my entire personality and life around being a very likable person. And recently, I've been questioning it.
What? How? What inspired you?
So, I have just been doing some self-reflecting, and I have noticed that I'm not as great of a person as I think I am. I pride myself on being super sweet and outgoing and just a people's person, but I've noticed that I've ghosted a lot of people on accident. People make plans and sometimes I don't follow up. And so that has just kind of been making me question, am I a likable person?
Well, why do you say likable?
I don't know. Just
I feel like you can be a likable person but still ghost people
yeah,
on accident.
I know, but I think I'm not as likable as I am in my head because I think of myself as a super likable person. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, why did you choose the word likable? Because I feel like if you're just talking about like, oh, sometimes I ghost people, it's kind of like, am I like a just, flaky person? But you chose likable, so is there like more to it?
I choose likable because I do everything for other people. And I've made that a personality that no matter what happens, I'm always going to respond to plans. I'm always going to follow up and I'm always going to do this for someone, say this to someone. And it's all because I want to be a likable person. And now that I'm not doing all those things anymore and I'm starting to not follow up with people with plans and stuff, I question, am I the likable person I am in my head?
Or why aren't you doing it anymore?
I don't know. I would say I'm busy, but even then, I can always make the time to send the text or whatever. And I just don't have the urge to. And it's never the other person. Because I like being with them. It's just, I don't have that urge to make plans and hang out.
I get that.
Yeah.
Maybe you're just running out of your social battery because you used it up a lot last year.
I did use it up quite a bit, yeah.
So maybe you're just taking some downtime.
I could see that. Because, I mean, to be honest, I go through those phases where I like don't really hang out with anyone for maybe a whole month. Maybe just once. And that's it. Because I just don't feel the urge to. So I don't make plans. I don't do anything. But then when I do feel plans, I'm like, oh, let's go do this and this and this and this and this.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think maybe using likable isn't enough. Likable and sociable. That's what I'm getting at here.
Yeah, like, are you sociable enough?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I love being around other people. I'm very extroverted in that way where I hate being alone and I like spending time with other people. And that just hasn't been the case. And it feels weird, but I'm embracing it. I'm trying to recognize that I don't have to be that person so that I can embrace these new feelings and like alleviate that pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's good. I think last year I was going through sort of not an epiphany, but I was just thinking more of am I a likable person? Am I sociable? Because I think we talked about it once on the podcast. So during that time, I just thought I wasn't a very likable person because I wasn't making the effort to, reach out to my mutuals or grab lunch or whatever, just because I didn't have the energy to. I didn't have the urge. And it just wasn't something that I was like, I really wanted to do. But I think that's more, is that sociable or likable?
That's sociable, right?
I guess so. But I think because of that, I probably thought I just wasn't as likable because I wasn't putting myself out there as much. But I think I've sort of reached the conclusion. But I've just noticed that the times where I do make friends, like in my classes, it's friends that I can see like me actually getting along with, and like I would actually want to go out to get lunch with them. And it's so crazy because I feel like that doesn't happen a lot. And so when it does happen, I feel like I can really just be myself. And during those times, I feel that I'm a likable person. But it doesn't happen often. So it's like, okay, besides these people, how do other people view me?
Yeah. I feel the same way where I think I'm a likable person, but because I don't feel as sociable as others, it makes me question why that is, and if that just means I'm just not a very like charismatic person that I thought I was. Because I'm like, I feel like I could get along with everyone, I could talk to everyone, but I'm like, who do I actually enjoy hanging out with? And I think when I think about the people that I actually enjoy spending time with, the pool of people narrows and gets really small, which is what makes me question, why is this pool so small? Like, am I just really selective? Am I just not, I don't know. Like it's like hard figuring out who you vibe with.
Yeah. Do you think you're selective with the people you call friends?
I think I don't know if I'm selective, because I definitely like love making friends and hanging out with people, and at least once I think everyone that I meet or that I'm mutuals with, I try to hang out with and talk to at least for a little bit. So I think I'm very sociable. It's just hard to actually find people that I would want to keep doing that with. That I'm actually like, okay, like this is great. Let's keep hanging out. And I feel like that's what makes me doubt, like, why is that? Like, why does it seem like everyone else gets along with people so easily and like are having lots of fun and they make friends and they genuinely enjoy their presence? When for me, it feels like that's more of a rare thing. Like, I'll see some of my friends just be like, oh my God, I love this person and I love this person and we get along so well and I had so much fun with this. And like, it's like 6 different people at once. And I'm like, damn, like you met all those people and you hang out and like get along with all of them. Like, how, that just seems crazy to me, because I can meet like 20 different people and be like, maybe like 2 or 3 people I might actually enjoy. So that's my issue. That makes me be like, damn, am I just boring?
I get that.
Yeah. For me, being sociable is a quality of being likable. And I think that if I'm not sociable, then no one's going to like me. And I built my kind of life around that. And so just coming to terms that I don't have to be this super outgoing person for people to like me is an adjustment I'm trying to make. But
yeah.
How do you
I get
feel
that.
about it though? Like, it's a big switch.
I don't know. It's weird, but also it feels good because I'm shy. And I don't think people realize that, because I am very outgoing when I am. But I don't like putting myself out there. But on what, like one-on-one conversations, I can really vibe with someone. It's just, I don't know. It's been weird, but it's been good because that pressure to just keep conversations going or hang out with this person just because they asked me to, it's not as heavy.
Yeah.
And I can put more time into people I actually want to hang out with and more time into myself. But yeah.
I don't think people would think that you're shy.
No,
the
and
time-
also I'm shy, but I'm not shy. If that
I
makes
get that.
sense.
Yeah.
In the
Makes
right
sense.
environments, I am not shy. I can strike up conversations with people in the elevator if I wanted to. And I have done that like a lot of times, but I don't know. I do get quite shy sometimes. And when I get
Cute.
shy, I get really shy and I just won't talk.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I
cute.
do forget that. Sometimes I'm like I see traits that I thought like a lot of times I see traits that is what I originally knew you by, like as like this shy, like just shy, slightly awkward kid,
Yeah.
nerdy a little bit. But I think since you, of course, as you grow up, you like develop style, you have your own taste. It kind of doesn't fit the stereotype of what a shy person looks like because stereotypes. And so then every once in a while I remember like, oh wait, like he really is shy. Like he's a shy person. He's not like gonna go out there and like do all these things.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh damn. And it catches me off guard because I totally forget.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it catches me off guard too because I get random moments of it. It's not all the time, but it comes and goes.
You know, it like that kind of brings up another thought that I had recently. And I was journaling about this feeling of feeling like I don't like there's this illusion of myself that I have, like this persona that I present to the world versus who I actually am. I think I try to present this persona of someone that's very outgoing and sociable and confident, and just friendly and energetic. But I think in reality, I'm very quiet, very relaxed, very just kind of reserved, honestly. Yeah. I don't really, I feel like I live in my own bubble when I go throughout the world. Like I'm just in the real world, I'm just in my own bubble in my head. And I don't really feel the need to ever interact with anyone that I don't need to or that I don't make a goal to. So if I'm going out to get to the grocery store or heading to a class or walking around, like I don't feel the need to interact with people at random, you know? I'm like in my own head. And so but when I actually do make it a goal to of like, oh, I know I'm gonna meet a friend or do all these things, I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna be social and vibrant and energetic. But I'm like, is that really me then? Like who actually am I? Like I don't know. It kind of made me question if I'm just faking this persona because I think that's what you are supposed to come across versus who I actually am naturally. So I don't know. I've been trying to be more naturally myself. And if that means like being quiet or just whatever it might mean at the moment, to just do that instead of trying to like.
Yeah. It's hard because first impressions matter so much.
Yeah.
And if you're shy to begin with,
Yeah.
it's hard for people to want to get to know you.
That's
that's why I kind of have to start off strong and then let them understand that there's more to it.
Exactly. Like I think that's the thing is that when you're making a first impression on someone, there's this pressure to be really sociable and really energetic and smiley. And that's what's seen as friendly and likable. But if you're kind of just, you know, a little quieter, a little more calm, that's seen as like, ooh, does he not like me? Like, why is he being like that? You know, which kind of sucks. It's like, yeah, you don't need to be so jumpy all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. And this is going into another topic, but I feel that one thing that has kind of been upsetting me is that there's not a lot of settings for people to just talk to each other either. Like spark up a conversation. Especially in our generation, I don't see it. It was their freshman year, but I think that was because it was the first year back from being online and everyone was just so excited to be back on campus that everyone was just talking to each other. This year I don't see it. And it makes me sad because I find myself trying to talk to someone and they don't reciprocate. They're not interested or they're like, wait, why is this person like complimenting me and talking? Like I feel like our generation has gone so What's the word?
Introverted.
It's not introvert. I guess introverted, but they all live in their own bubbles, and it's not natural when someone kind of just strikes up a conversation just because they want to.
See, that's what
It's
I
just,
mean.
like,
And we
weird.
immediately start thinking, what do they want from me?
Yeah.
Like, what do you need? But I just like talking to people. So I don't know.
That's what I mean. Like, I feel like I'm in that bubble where I'm just in my own world. And if some, like there's dialogues that you go through, like, oh, thank you. Yes, no. Like, if you're at a grocery store, just thank you. That's it. Dialogue like that. It's like we're all on autopilot. Yeah. So when someone actually breaks that and it's like, oh, I like this, I like you, like, whatever, it's like, I don't know how to react. So I usually try to end the conversation as quickly as possible. Because it's weird. I don't know. It's like this awkward adjustment of slowing down to actually process what the other person is telling you.
I think, like, this reminds me, this week in my class, we, like, had these like self-personality tests or whatever. And we were, like, in our groups. In one group, or, like, a person from a group, they were saying how, like, they hate small talk and they hate when the Lyft driver tries talking to them. They just feel like it's meaningless, blah, blah. And I just felt so bad. Like, I felt so bad just knowing that, like, a Lyft driver is just trying to talk to them about their day or how their classes are, and they just feel so annoyed by them. It just made me so sad for this Lyft driver really that I don't even know, but it hurts knowing that, like, they don't have ill intention, and you just want to strike up a small conversation for 4 minutes. Like, it's not such a big deal, but, and I know that, like, that's just some people's personalities, they don't like talking to other people, but still, I don't know.
Me personally,
it just makes me feel bad.
No, because I remember a TikTok blew up about how, like, they hate it when the Uber driver starts talking to you like it's a service, like, I'm paying for you to just drive me, and I was like, oh my God. No, like,
Jesus Christ,
come on, guys, let's be better. But I love going to the grocery store or, like, coffee shops and talking to the clerk. Sometimes it's like my favorite part about just grocery shopping is because I just get to talk to someone, and it doesn't have to be that awkward because it's kind of expected for you to have a conversation with them. And so, yeah, like, I love talking to Uber drivers. Any chance I get to just have a conversation with someone, I enjoy it. And I don't think that's natural in our day and age.
I think I want to be more like that. I want to enjoy small talk more. Because I definitely always feel like I don't have the energy to it. Like, I think I'm a really quiet person. And a lot of times I'm just like, I don't really want to talk. I don't really want to, like, say anything. For some reason, I just feel like I don't have the brain capacity. But I want to do it more because I just feel like it's a good thing because you never know what could happen out of it. Like, I want to be more sociable in general. Whether it's, like, out and about, like, in your community, like, in your day to day, just talking to people, I think, is what makes you feel like you're part of a community, especially when you start talking to the same people. So yeah, I would like to do that more. And just like if you're at a restaurant asking people, like, what do you recommend? Or I saw this TikTok of this girl that went to this ice cream place and there's tables outside, and there was just this table of, like, 8 teenagers, 8 college students, and she just goes up to them and is like, hey guys, hey, that looks really good. Like, what flavor is that? What do you recommend? And they're all looking at her and they're like, oh, strawberry. She's like, okay, thank you. And then she orders it. She's like, this was good. And she's like, let me go tell them. She's like, hey, that flavor you recommended, it was really good. Thank you. And she's like, oh yeah, you're welcome. And it was just like, like, I thought that was so heartwarming. I don't know. I wish I could be that bold
Simple
and that confident.
like that.
Because you realize you can't just talk to people. Like, everyone you can just talk to. Like, there's no... I think Americans feel like there's, like, this barrier almost, at least young people, of, like, don't talk to anyone, don't bother them. But you can't just talk to people.
Yeah. I'll know what I want somewhere. Like, I know my order, but I ask them what their favorites are just to engage with them. And it's, I don't know, it's nice.
Yeah.
But it is unnatural because I've been on the other side, and whenever people just start talking to me, I kind of get caught off guard. But I think we just gotta start normalizing it and just
See, that's what I
let's just
say.
start talking.
It catches people off guard, and then they rush through the interaction. I think we all could just slow down a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, be like, oh shit, you're talking to me.
I think just because it's so new and unfamiliar that a lot of people get anxious.
Yeah.
So they just like rush through it. It's just
That's
like,
definitely
to
me.
reach the end, you know?
And I hate it because every time someone talks to me in a way that wasn't expected, I rush through it. And then afterwards, I'm just like, damn, I regret that. Like, I wish I would have sat with what they were telling me and responded in a more meaningful way than just like these auto responses.
Yeah.
But I think that I guess straight a little off topic, but that kind of has to do with being a likable person, like being social. You know, like when people are like
you don't
charismatic.
have that environment you need that environment to be sociable sometimes. You know
like,
what I mean?
Do you guys think you're charismatic?
I think so.
I think at times I can be, but not. I don't think it's one of my core traits, to say the least.
Me too. I feel like it's maybe like 10% of the time. Like in specific settings, specific moods.
Yeah, specific settings and specific moods, I can be charismatic. But besides
I think
that,
I try and make it like 80%. It's not
Just
always
pushing
there,
it.
but I'm always trying to be.
Like, you know those people in your life that you just feel like you're close with them really easily, and they just make you feel like, oh wow, like I feel like I'm really close to you, even though we don't really like know each other like that. I wish I could give that same effect to people, but I don't think I do, because I think I'm very like closed off. Like, for one, even with close friends, it's not like I have a lot of physical contact. I think physical contact like helps make you feel closer to someone. Two, I don't really say a lot of words of appreciation, or like, you know, like I have some friends that are always like, oh my God, I love you so much. Like, I love you, bye. And I like never really do that at all. And so I feel like all those things just make me seem like, I think in my head, people have this impression, or I feel like I make people constantly question, like, does he like me? Does he not? You know?
Yeah.
Because I'm just
I
not
get that.
expressive about it.
Like, how do you show it then?
You don't.
Like, at all?
Literally. Honestly, I think I show my appreciation for friends by the things I do for them. I think it's
Acts of
mostly
service?
I think I
Okay.
show it through acts of service, but I wish I showed it more through like words of appreciation or like physical touch and stuff like that. But yeah, I think acts of service is how I show my love to people and friends, which is a lot more subtle, perhaps.
Yeah.
I love acts of service.
Okay.
I do. That's Thomas's lowest love language,
Yeah.
though.
I don't. I take it all for granted.
Yeah, and like knowing that, I'm like, that makes a lot of sense, and I shouldn't take things so personally. I'm like, okay, that makes a lot of
Wait,
sense.
what?
Acts of service is just not for me. Like, if someone does an act of service, okay. If I do an act of service for someone, it's really an inconvenience for me sometimes, and I'm just like, ugh, no. But everything else I love.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm
That's
a quality
so funny.
time, physical touch, words of affirmation person, and it shows with
valid.
my friends, because I feel like
Yes.
whenever we're with our friends, we just are constantly just reassuring each other how much we love them. Like every single time we hang out. It's crazy, but yeah.
Yeah. You see, like,
It's definitely something to adjust
Yeah,
to.
yeah. It's something to work towards. It doesn't just happen.
Yeah. And like, I don't know, it felt a little bit not uncomfortable. It just felt new in the beginning. Like hugging every time we saw each other, then hugging every time we left.
Like always, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
What, always
Literally
hugging.
like a 15-minute meet. We're just hugging when we meet and we hug when we leave. And it's something that I had to get used to, because I mean, we don't really do that,
Yeah.
you know? But it's I don't know. I have a newfound appreciation for it, you know, just small actions like that.
Yeah.
And I think the people that are able to do all that are a lot more charismatic, in my opinion. Because they just like greet everyone so warmly. And I feel like I greet people so coldly. You know?
What?
Yeah.
I kind of get that.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of see it.
Okay, actually. Yeah.
You're not like enthusiastic about it as much as like maybe some other people, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But is that
That's
something
just
to really
you.
change, or is it just something to like embrace.
I think I would like to change it because I don't even really feel fulfilled by it. I don't think I do it because of like that's just who I am. I think it's more of a mental block.
Okay.
Because every time I leave, I'm like, damn. You know?
I think for me it's the opposite, where I just gotta embrace the fact that I don't have to be that person and take it down a notch if I don't feel up to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I don't think about it too much. It's more so like if I'm in the mood, then yes, but if not, then no, and that's okay.
Yeah.
But I never really try to push myself to be like extra charismatic or extra this. It's more so just, okay, I'm feeling it, then yes, but if not, then oh well.
Yeah. Yeah. And charismatic doesn't necessarily mean energetic, I don't think either. Just warm. And so that's
Oh, okay, so
welcoming.
that's what you mean by charismatic.
Yeah, it's just very welcoming. Like, because you could,
okay.
it means like greeting someone like, maybe very gently, but with like a warm hug. That's just like,
Oh, when I think of
comforting.
charismatic, I thought you meant like
just very
like flirty, like
big smile.
yeah, big
all
smiles,
that.
things like that.
It could be a lot of things.
I
It doesn't
think
just
like
mean
the
that.
energy they are able to bring. That's what being charismatic is to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just make you feel comforted
I think both of you guys are charismatic.
at times.
I really try. I try really hard to be.
Yeah. You try really hard to be. I think it just does not work. Yeah, so I guess that I'm trying to be more quote unquote likable, which I'm starting to define it as being myself. I'm trying to be myself a lot more and not putting this pressure to be
A robot.
ironically, yeah, like I'm trying not to put this pressure to be attractive or likable or anything, and just kind of being myself.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, that's about it for this episode.
Yeah.
A lot of questions, or a lot of self-reflection.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me know. I'll put a poll in the comments. Like, do you think you're a charismatic person and why? Or what makes a charismatic person? One of those. What does it feel like? What does it look like to you? But thank you so much for listening to this episode. We really appreciate all of you. You can follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok at Teenage Therapy. And someone asked, like, what's the Instagram of our personal accounts? Because I think a lot of people still had no clue.
Really?
Really?
You
Yeah.
can find it through the TT Instagram.
Yeah,
but
just look at who we're following.
yeah.
But Gael Aitor at Thomas Pham _ Kayla Suarez.
It's underscore Thomas Pham.
Yeah.
Underscore Kayla Suarez.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can't get rid of
Yeah.
that underscore, unfortunately.
That's so sad. I love having a unique
I
name.
know. I don't like my underscore. I wish I didn't have it, but it's there.
I just
Not that it matters. It just bothers me.
No, I get it because
Yeah.
it's not like as clean.
Yeah.
No, I love a clean slate.
Okay.
I have it on
What?
every platform too. At Gael Aitor, at Gael Aitor, at Gael Aitor. Although, to be honest, this is off
He's
off
rubbing it
topic. So if you're done with the episode, you're done. But I don't know how to pronounce my name.
Huh?
I honestly don't
Last
know
one
like
or
how I want to
first
say my
name?
name. My first name. Like I honestly still don't know what.
What do you mean?
Like people are like, how do you pronounce your name? And I kind of just say whatever I feel like at the time. Like I
What
don't.
are the pronunciations?
It's
that
like
you've
Gael
been-
Aitor, Gael Aitor, Gael Aitor, Gael Aitor.
You know, I
Gael
never knew how
Aitor.
to pronounce Aitor, like Aitor.
I said Aitor.
Aitor.
Wait, is that a
I don't even say it.
what is that a Spanish name? or-
Aitor? Aitor?
Yeah, because I was like, how do you say it in Spanish?
Aitor.
Aitor?
Aitor. Gael Aitor.
Gael.
I just call you Gail.
Aitor.
Yeah. You see, that sounds really natural to me.
Gail?
Yeah, like the way I
Gail.
think the way Thomas says my name sounds the most natural out of a lot of like the names I have.
It just is. I don't know.
Yeah, and I don't know why. And I'm always like Gail, like hi Gail. Like even when I refer to myself, I'm like, Gail, what are you doing? Like stop doing that, Gail. Like,
You know, that's so funny because today I was thinking like, I want to change how my name is spelled.
Really?
Where's Suko?
Yeah.
Let's just change our identities
Wait,
right here.
Like Kayla, like same like pronunciation.
Same pronunciation. I just want it to be spelled Keila. Because my mom
Ooh.
spells it like that, and my family in Mexico spells it like that. Because that's how you like spell it in Spanish.
Oh.
And it just got changed when I was born because my older sister was like, "That's not how you spell it. She's gonna get made fun of." Like that, they're
That's
gonna
cool.
Americanized.
no,
you.
yeah, basically because
Yeah.
she was saying like they're gonna pronounce it wrong.
Oh yeah, because in Spanish it's Kyla.
Yeah,
not Kayla.
exactly. And I was like, I want to change it. Like I really like how that one is spelled more. It's just more unique.
Kayla.
You know?
Kyla.
I was like, can I like?
Kyla.
Should I change it?
Kyla.
That's cool.
Kyla.
It's cool, right?
Yeah,
it's like
a lot more
unique.
unique. I love it. I love unique.
My name is just Thomas.
You can
I wish
change
I had,
it.
I wish I had a more unique name, but it's both my first name and my last name.
What about your middle?
Touch. I mean, it's
I feel like that can be cool.
Too
Maybe.
ethnic for him.
It's too what?
Too ethnic for
No,
him.
it's just like it's just
no way.
It's
Stop.
I can't believe you just made that comment, but no, it's
I
just
can't.
I've never used it. Like I don't feel a connection with it.
I just wish my
Okay.
name was easier to pronounce. Because I'm like, I think Aitor, I settled on Aitor, not Ator. I'm like, okay, Aitor. But I'm like, hi everyone, I'm Gael Aitor. Or just, hi everyone, I'm Gail Aitor. That doesn't sound right.
Wait, so
What?
so when you introduce yourself, do you say Gail or Gael?
Gael. Hi everyone, I'm Gael Aitor. But it just sounds
Yeah, it's
awkward.
like,
But
Gail is like a nickname. I just
yeah,
figured.
hi, I'm Gail. But because that is how you say it, like just Gail.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Gail. And I think it's easier to
Gail.
get the hang of than Gael. Because every time I'm like, hi, I'm Gael, they're like, Guy, what? And like, there's like, how do you
Mm.
spell that? How do you, you know? But it's like, hi, I'm Gail. It's like, oh.
Gale.
Yeah.
Anyways,
G-A-L.
my middle name is Spanish or Basque origin, meaning to have good fathers, or meaning father and on good.
Oh.
It just means I'm gonna be a good father.
Oh.
It
I
means a
I recently
father.
saw Beautiful Boy. Oh.
Good, right?
So good. I've
good.
rewatched it so
It
many
like
times.
made me cry a few times. It was just so
It's
painful.
cute, right? I did
Oh,
cry.
yes, it was cute, but it was also very
Yeah. The
very sad.
relationship is
I
just like
no, it's so it's
I don't know.
oh my god, I was thinking about that, and it's so crazy that your parents, or in this case, like his dad loved him so much that he just kept on trying and trying and trying. And that's so insane to me because I just feel like I would not receive that.
No.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, okay, one time and you're done.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
Even before that, they're finished.
literally. So it's so insane. Like, it seems unfathomable, really, that
But it's
somebody
so, I don't know, it's so beautiful.
of course, yeah.
Oh,
So random.
No, it's true.
I don't know how we got here, but
I know.
Guys, these are
Anyways.
the bloopers, the
Yeah.
afterthoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Well,
then
I
when
mean-
when he like, wait, can I say? When he like,
What spoiler
oh,
alert.
spoiler. When he when he took the drug himself, like the
To
dad.
understand how it would feel for him.
Yeah, I was like, damn.
Yeah.
I bet he was hype as fuck to try cocaine though and have an excuse, like low key.
No,
Literally
I know.
just wanted to do
No,
it.
literally, I
Excuse.
know. He was like, "Yeah, I'm sure this would help." Girl, it didn't do shit.
No, literally.
I don't feel it. Like,
I don't get it. Yeah, it's so cute. I love that movie.
well, anyways,
That's amazing.
if you have stuck around to hear this little
Tangent.
ramble,
Should Kayla change her name to Kayla?
Leave it down in the comments. Should Gail pronounce his name as Gail?
Gail.
Should Thomas
Gael Aitor.
go by his middle name?
no.
Damn. Well, thank you for listening. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.